In this video, I'm going to show you how to test a transistor, a junction transistor, to find out if it's an NPN or a PNP, and we're also going to be able to determine the base, emitter, and collector. This is a representation of what the meter is going to see. All it's going to see is diodes. The first thing that we need to do is test your meter to make sure that the black lead is negative and the red lead is positive, and we can use a diode for that. In this configuration, if you put the black lead on the left side of the diode and the red lead on the right, and you get low ohms, then your meter matches. In other words, the black lead is negative and the red lead is positive. So if your meter does not do this, it's just the opposite, I would switch leads on the meter for the rest of this video, but only for this purpose. Okay, the first thing we got to do is find out if from this meter this is actually positive and this is actually negative. So there you can see the little mark right there, and we got infinite ohms there. So let's swap leads. Here's the negative. Okay, so this proves that when this meter is in ohms, this is negative and this is positive. Okay, you got to check that first, because not all meters are like that. Sometimes they're reversed. If you have a meter that is reversed, I would recommend swapping the leads on the meter for this purpose only. What I'm going to be doing in the video clip coming up is this. I'm going to be using my meter. I've got it set on diode, so it will activate the junctions of a diode, or our transistor junctions also. And I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be putting the probes on the leads, and the first thing that I'm looking for are two leads that do this. We got high impedance here and high impedance here. That's because no matter which way you put the probes, one of those diodes is reverse bias. And that means we have found E and C. Now, I don't know which is which yet, but we found E and C. Now, when we have low ohms on the other lead, which we now know is B, if we look to the right here, we got low ohms and it's negative. That means that we have a PNP transistor. Now when I swap leads, we've got low ohms on the left. We've got an NPN transistor. And when I move the black lead to C, we still have low ohms. So the first thing we're going to look for are two leads that have high ohms when you reverse the probes one way or the other. Okay, we got a couple of transistors here. So I'm going to plug it into this board so I can get to them more easily. Let's see, I'll plug in the other one this way. Okay, first one here. Now what I'm looking for is two leads, high impedance, this way and this way. Okay, so there's the center one, high impedance. Third one is high impedance. Okay, now let's swap. Negative over here. Low impedance, high impedance. So the two outer ones has high impedance either way here. So that makes this, since I'm using a positive here, this is an NPN transistor. But I know this is C or E or this is C or E. I don't know which is which yet. So to figure that out, what you do is you get a 100,000 ohm resistor, and let me plug that in here. There we go. And make sure I've got it in the right place. Okay, so I've got a 100,000 ohm resistor on the base. So let's start over here. This could be C. It could be E also. But on an NPN transistor, C should be positive. Okay, now when I go to the other side, oh, it's low. So this is C, this is B, and this is E. Okay, to prove that, let me move this over here. If we thought this was C, so you can see what it looks like. And remember, C on a NPN transistor needs to be positive. Okay. Okay, so again, we found out this is C, B, and E. Now this one, let's see here, let me unravel the cords here a little bit. Start here on the negative. High impedance, high impedance. Okay, I'll swap. Low impedance, high impedance. Okay, same configuration, but since this is low impedance right here, this is a PNP transistor because I'm using negative to turn on that junction. And it should be the same way here. Yes, and it is. But turn these around and they're high impedance. So this is a PNP transistor. Now let me move that 100k ohm resistor on the base. Sure, I got it on the base. Yep. All right. There's this wire right here. Now, it doesn't matter which one I start with. Let's say that we think this is C. Okay, now on an NPN transistor, C should be negative. Okay. Oh, we guessed right again. So this is C, B, and E. Okay, again, I'll plug it in on the... I can't see. There we go. Again, if we thought that was C, we need negative on the C, and... Okay. So, this is C, B, and E, and this is a PNP, and this is an NPN transistor. Here is the configuration of how to find C or E. Now I showed you both. If we put the 100k ohm resistor on E, we still have high ohms. So it's only when you put the resistor on C to B and have the right polarity, that's when you can find out which is C, E, and B. Just remember that NPN, C has got to be positive, and PNP, C has got to be negative. Thanks for watching.